Greetings, Stash White Slouch here. Welcome to Musical Quick Tips. Today's quick tip, get to know minor tonality. In most of the music we play, it can be divided into two camps, major tonality and minor tonality. In these quick tips, we mostly deal with major tonality. So I want to establish a foundation for the minor tonality. In this video, I want to talk about how we derive the notes of the minor scale, how I conceptualize them, and then how I put that conceptualization into practice on the guitar. Then I want to talk about the triads that occur naturally in the natural minor scale, how I conceptualize those, and how I put that conceptualization into practice. The derivation. We derive the minor scale from the major scale. If we start a major scale and end it on a sixth note, it'll sound like a minor scale. Take, for example, C major. I started and ended on the first note, C. Now, if I start that same scale on the sixth note below and end it on the sixth note, that is the A natural minor scale. So there's our derivation. It's called natural minor, by the way. Some people might call it the Aeolian mode. So now, the conceptualization. When somebody says, let's play something in X minor, you don't want to have to do that translation every time. Oh, F sharp minor? Oh yeah, so I'm just basically going to play A major. No, you want to learn the minor scale as its own entity. So how do I do that? Well, I want to be able to relate all the notes back to the new root, the minor root. In the key of C, the note D, we could refer to it as the 2 or the major second. The note E, the 3 or the major third. F, the 4th. G, the 5th. Now with those same set of notes, we're going to relate those all to its new root, minor. So the new root is A, the 6th note of the C major scale. And we're going to relate all the other notes back to that root. So the B is the 2nd. The C, as it relates to the A root, is now a flat 3 or minor third. The D is a 4. The E is a 5. The F is a flat 6 or minor 6. The G is a flat 7 or minor 7. And then we land back on the A. Now I want to practice that conceptualization. So I'll take one of the major patterns that we've already talked about in a previous quick tip. Say, for example, the key of C, position 4E. I'm assuming you've already practiced this. And actually with the exact same fingering, I'll just start down on the 6th note on that A. And now this is my, what I'd call position 1E, A minor pattern. Now the thing is, I might still be seeing it as C major, and I want to break out of that if I want to think of A minor as its own entity. So what do? I literally say the numbers and degrees as I'm walking up. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5, 4, flat 3, 2, 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5, 4, flat 3, 2, 1. This might seem silly, but I actually find this way of engaging both your voice and your hands as you're practicing a really good way to truly focus. It's amazing how much our attention just sort of drifts when we're practicing. In the supplemental materials, I've included 5 or 6 patterns for one minor scale, say for example A minor, with the specific fingerings. A lot of those patterns have a lot in common, of course, with the major scale fingerings I've already given out in previous quick tips, but there's a few exceptions, so make sure to check those out. The next important thing I think it would be good to take away from this video is to understand the triads that occur naturally in the natural minor scale. If you already know the major scale triads, it's easy to derive what the minor scale ones are because all we're doing is changing our frame of reference. In the key of C, the 6th chord was a minor, A minor. Now that's actually the 1 chord. The 7 chord in C major was a B diminished. Now it's going to be a 2 diminished in A minor. The C major used to be a 1 chord, a 1 major. Now it's going to be a flat 3 major chord as it relates back to the minor key. The 4 is a 4 minor, 5, 5 minor, flat 6 major, flat 7 major. All the same exact chords that occur in the major scale, but now you've changed your frame of reference. In one of the previous quick tips, we talked about diatonic triads and maybe taking one of the triad root positions and moving it through the scale. Say, for example, C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, back down. I want to do the same exact thing, but with minor being the reference. So now I'd start on A minor, the 6th, which is now the 1 minor chord. I could say 1 minor, 2 diminished, flat 3 major, 4 minor, 5 minor, flat 6 major, flat 7 major, back to 1 minor, flat 7 major, flat 6 major, 5 minor, 4 minor, flat 3 major, 2 diminished, 1 minor. I've just used a root position on the GBE string set for that. That'd be a good place to start. Maybe do it in 2 or 3 keys. Say, for example, A minor, D minor, and try a weird one, F sharp minor. Move it up and down. So F sharp minor, I'd start up here, 1 minor, 2 diminished, flat 3 major, 4 minor, 5 minor, etc. Why do I want to internalize the triads? Because you'll see a lot of minor progressions. Things that have things like a 4 minor chord. Oh, somebody's playing a C minor and then it goes to a 4 minor. That's a good hint that you're in the key of C minor. Oh, somebody's playing D minor and then they hit a B flat major chord, a 1 minor to the flat 6 major. That's a good hint that you're in the key of D minor. So you want to get comfortable with these and say, be able to recognize them not just in space in your head, but also on the fretboard. Like I said at the beginning, the minor world is a vast world. There's a lot of variations, like in any part of music. It's going to be tough to find tunes that are exactly just in natural minor. You might find some things that kind of veer off the way mid-tune. But here's a few examples that stay pretty close. Vassar Clements' Lonesome Fiddle Blues, the A part stays pretty close to a natural minor. Jerusalem Ridge, I like the Mark O'Connor version from his album Heroes. The A part, very natural minory. Kenny Baker tune, First Day in Town. Again, a few exceptions, but it's got a very minor feel. It's got a 1 chord and a flat 7 chord, 1 minor, flat 7. Townes Van Zant's Waiting Around to Die is a classic minor progression. These are just a few things to check out in our vague land of country, bluegrass, and fiddle tunes that you could apply some of this minor knowledge that we're talking about today. I hope with this quick tip, it'll be a nice reference, though, for you to be able to derive and conceptualize the scalar notes and the triads that naturally occur. And when we move on to variations of this minor stuff, you'll have a good, solid ground with this video. Thanks so much for being patrons and supporting these lesson videos. I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.